Rain is falling. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Newton's Raiders going up against Cousins' Redskins.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Washington Redskins. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. And Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
On second down, Cousins again. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Quentin Coples in there to drop him, and it'll be a... Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. In motion right is Benjamin. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Steps away to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get... And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Todd Davis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. In motion right is Benjamin. They fake the give. Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Sproles. A nice little juke. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Goes to Ware on the screen. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They run it here. Ware. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And the Raiders have got him. Grady Jarrett breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 23. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. To throw is Newton. Get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jabal Sheard, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Newton. Dancing to his left. Going deep for Benjamin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Newton. Inman has it over the middle. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On second down, here's Newton. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 5. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. Off play action. Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Sproles, the return. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. First down, here's Cousins. Room to run past midfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. 23 yards on the play.
But in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
On the run, it's Ware. And some room to roam now. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. They run again with Ware. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on this. Looking for his tight end Fleeter, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Remain in a scoreless first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Another carry now for Gurley. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Gun, Newton. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes the Redskin. The interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
They went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Spencer Ware, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. I would say they went 3-and-out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3-and-out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1-and-out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Play action. It's Newton. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. Taken right around the 44. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. To throw on second down is Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Off the bootleg. Newton in and able to bring it in. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it? It
really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Looking to throw on second down. Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 4th down, Newton. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Cousins now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Cousins on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Cousins now on second down. Flush to his right. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On the ground, this is Ware. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Fourth down, Cousins. Eluding the press, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Zare Jones in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Can fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
To throw on second down. Newton dumps it off to Gurley. Back now at FedEx Field. Third and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Escaping the pressure right. He's to the 10, into the end zone. Oakland Raiders, touchdown. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. He also had an interception return for a touchdown last year, another one there. What's the goal for a defensive back? One a season?
One a season is
That's
really
fantastic.
Way more than you would expect. I mean, guys set those type of goals, but rarely are they reached. Rarely they achieved. To be able to pull it off back-to-back seasons, who says no one makes house calls anymore?
This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Raiders have recovered. And chance of rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that, and when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. If you got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And on 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd down. They're still in search of the first down after that last completion. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Jabal Sheard in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. 3rd and long, it's Newton. He's able to find Inman. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They try right side here. Gurley. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They fake the give. Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Newton to throw. Being chased, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Cam Newton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out now come the Redskins. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Quentin Coples in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night. NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge gain of 40 yards on the third down conversion. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A second down throw for Cousins. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now running right through it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Colton Schmidt now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. Vinny Curry in there to get it.